What we have here is the all-new 2011 Ford Explorer. Now, Ford Explorer has been around for over 20 years. And according to Ford, 96% of Americans recognize this nameplate. So that means you've either driven one or you know someone who has one, you've owned one. Just like me, I had a 91 Explorer. That Explorer is very different. That was actually a kind of a truck. It was really a, kind of a body on frame. This is a unibody Explorer, the first time that Ford's ever done that for this particular vehicle. The midsize SUV segment used to be huge. In fact, Explorers used to be sold at about 400,000 units a year. Not anymore. Segment has gone way down, but you still got some key competitors, the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee, Toyota 4Runner, got the Explorer. You even got some other vehicles that you may not consider in the same segment, the GMC Acadia, for example. So there are a lot of options. So the question is, how do you decide? Well, I guess it's just like, meeting a woman for the first time. You want to be attracted to her on the outside first and get to know her. And looking at this vehicle, you know what? It's very attractive. One of the things that Ford kind of took from its previous relationship with Land Rover is this clamshell design. And this is really something beautiful. Back in the day, all the hoods had the line over here. Now they got this clamshell design that kind of really completes it. Also makes for a much quieter ride. And I can tell you, this Explorer is very quiet. Now the Explorer was technically a 7-passenger SUV. And with the seat pretty far up front, there's some decent legroom. What's really impressive about this vehicle is this. This seatbelt may not look like anything special to you, but you know what it is? This is the world's first inflatable seatbelt. That's right, this is like an airbag. No one else has it. Ford Explorer is the very first vehicle. And the reason is because most of the occupants in the back seat are usually small children, maybe elderly people, basically smaller people who need that extra cushion. Way to go, Ford. Now that you've had that initial attraction with the woman, now you want to get to know the inside, and the inside of the Explorer is really downright luxurious. They actually targeted Audi, which has the best interiors in the industry, as a benchmark for theirs. And I can tell you, some of the touch points are just incredible. First of all, the gauges. You've got a really nice speedometer in the middle. It's actually an LCD screen. This is, again, some technology that they borrowed from their relationship that they used to have with Land Rover, because in Land Rover, it's an entire LCD screen. But some of the highlights are obviously Ford Sync and My Ford Touch. I'm really impressed with the AC controls. As you can see, everything is recessed back, everything is digital, everything is very soft touches. This does not feel like a non-luxury car. This feels like an extremely luxury car. I would say that they have certainly challenged Audi for their interior quality. The Explorer comes in 3 trim levels: base, XLT, and limited. A base will start at around $29,000 for a front-wheel drive version. What we're driving here is a limited with 4-wheel drive. That comes in at about $44,000. That is a lot of money, but you're getting a lot of car here. But certainly something to think about is maybe get an XLT with front-wheel drive. The My Ford Touch system I highly recommend. Now this screen here, this 8-inch screen is what you get with the Limited and the XLT. With the base model, you're going to get a much smaller screen, and you won't get the rear view camera. The 4-wheel drive system is outstanding. We've been out here all day doing some maneuvers on the sand. We've been challenging the hill descent control. Everything is controlled right here by this knob. It's a very sophisticated 4-wheel drive system that can actually take power from up to 100% in the front to up to 100% in the back. So you're always getting this fluctuation of power, and that's to maximize fuel efficiency, which, by the way, comes in at about 25 miles to the gallon on the highway. So what's the bottom line on the Ford Explorer? Would I buy this vehicle? The answer is yes, I would certainly put this very high on my list. I really like the Grand Cherokee. I think it's very close, kind of 1-2 punch. I think it comes down to what kind of deal you can negotiate. The Grand Cherokee has a little bit more of a truck-like feel, so if that's what you're looking for, you may want to go that way. But if you want more of a car-like feel, which I recommend because it's safer and it's more what we're used to driving, then I would go with the Ford Explorer. For more information, visit our website at Autotube, that's autotoob.com. See you next time behind the driver's seat.